You ever catch yourself scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, or even YouTube and suddenly you stop? You freeze. You're no longer looking at the headline, the comments, or the description. You're looking at her face, not in a creepy way. It's not like you're a creep. You're simply looking at her because her face is the focal point of whatever content you're consuming, and you're not alone. Chances are that 99% of the time, whenever a creator wants to get your attention or freeze your gaze, they do it by displaying a beautiful face. And then they use that attention to sell you crypto tokens, coffee brands, VPNs, productivity courses, male self-improvement advice, or whatever else they're shilling that day. And it's not a coincidence. In fact, it's a business model. In today's video, we're breaking down how female faces and bodies have become the most valuable asset in the attention economy and how billions are made from your gaze. Welcome to the channel. Have you ever wondered why so many advertisements feature beautiful women? Why so many thumbnails seem designed to make you double take? Why so much of the content you consume seems focused around a pretty face? Well, you're not crazy. And it's not a coincidence. It's an evolutionary hack that goes back thousands of years. From the beginning of human civilization, there's always been an inherent bias towards beauty. We naturally pay more attention to attractive people. It's hardwired into us. And companies, advertisers, creators, and platforms have long known this. But what's changed recently is how they're leveraging this bias now that the internet has figured out how to harvest your attention. And let's start with the king of this game, TikTok. TikTok is a machine of infinite scrolling, and its goal is to keep you addicted to the feed. They accomplish this by using an advanced algorithm that serves up content based on your interests and viewing habits. Now, while it might seem like a mystery black box, there's one thing we know for sure. TikTok's algorithm favors videos with high levels of engagement. And what type of content typically does this best? Content that interrupts the scroll. And for men, that often comes in the form of attractive women. Think about it. How many times have you stopped scrolling because of a girl dancing, lip syncing, or simply appearing in a video? Yeah, we thought so. And that's not because you're a pervert, it's because your evolution has programmed you to pay attention to beautiful people. And TikTok knows this. They've literally trained an entire generation of men to stop the scroll, to engage, and to consume. And that's just one piece of the puzzle. To really understand how big this game has gotten, we need to talk about Instagram. Instagram took the attention economy and gave it a business plan. The more attractive you are, the more followers you get. The more followers you have, the more brands want in. Suddenly, beauty became a commodity, a means to financial gain. And who's leading this charge? Influencers, overwhelmingly female influencers who leverage their physical appearance to attract a following and subsequently sell products. Think about the top influencers you follow. Are they famous for their intellect, their charisma, their humor? No, they're famous for their looks. And that's no coincidence. Beauty builds trust. It creates a sense of connection. And in the digital world, this translates into sales. Whether it's skincare, fitness, fashion, or health drinks, beauty is the vehicle that drives engagement. But that's not all. Beauty is also a means to validation. Male fans fuel the economy by showering their favorite influencers with compliments, gifts, and above all, attention. It's a symbiotic relationship. The influencer gets attention and validation. The fan gets a sense of connection. And the brands get sales. But this isn't limited to Instagram. If you spend any time on Twitch, you've probably come across the so-called hot tub meta. Basically, this is a trend where female streamers sit in hot tubs and chat. It might sound innocuous, but it's a calculated move to monetize the gaze. Take a look at some of the biggest Twitch channels. What do they have in common? Attractive women and tons of male viewers. These women aren't playing games or competing. They're just hanging out. Yeah, they attract an audience of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of people. And it's not accidental. It's a deliberate play on human psychology. Male viewers are willing to donate, subscribe, and interact with these women simply because they're in a hot tub. And again, it's not just about the women, it's about the comfort, the fantasy, and the income. It's not porn, it's not gaming, it's something in between. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We live in an attention economy, and beauty is a currency that's accepted everywhere. Ads, thumbnails, and social media feeds. All of them thrive on the power of a beautiful face. Even algorithms are complicit in this game. Platforms like Facebook and Google reward creatives that generate high click-through rates. And what performs best? You guessed it, a beautiful woman's face. It's a simple equation. Beautiful face plus whatever product equals more eyeballs. And that's what it's all about, eyeballs. Now you might be thinking this is harmless. A girl posts a pic, a guy clicks on an ad, a brand makes money, but under the surface, this system exploits our evolutionary psychology. It distorts beauty standards. It fuels insecurity and turns human attention into a monetizable asset. Think about it. Why does everyone care so much about likes? Because they represent attention. And in today's world, attention is the most valuable commodity. It's the currency of the digital age. And those who control it, well, they hold all the power. And that brings us to a crucial question. Why does any of this matter? You might argue, who cares if a few people make a lot of money off of beauty? So what? Well, here's the thing. When you reduce a person to their physical appearance, you dehumanize them. You strip them of their identity, their thoughts, their dreams. It's objectification. And on a larger scale, it normalizes the idea that women are valued for their looks. It perpetuates unrealistic beauty standards and sets up a false sense of competition among men. It tells men that their worth is tied to their ability to acquire or maintain a certain type of beauty. And let's be real, this isn't a level playing field. It favors a specific type of beauty, a narrow standard that excludes and alienates many women. And for men, it often leads to obsession, envy, and insecurity. So yeah, it matters because this isn't just about a few girls making money. It's about the messages we send, the values we promote, and the kind of world we want to live in. Do we want a world where beauty is the ultimate currency, where women are reduced to their looks and men are left chasing an elusive ideal? Or do we want something more, something deeper, something that values substance over appearance? But if you want to play the game, you gotta play by the rules. And if you're gonna survive in this economy, you need to understand how it works. First, educate yourself. Don't just be aware of the biases and algorithms at play. Understand them. Know how they work and what they're designed to do. Second, be discerning. Don't blindly trust everything you see. Ask questions. Be critical and don't let yourself be manipulated by the perfect thumbnail or the latest beauty standard. Third, diversify your consumption. Don't limit yourself to a single platform or a narrow set of influences. Explore. Be open-minded and seek out diverse perspectives. Fourth, be conscious of your own biases. Recognize that we all have them and work to challenge and overcome them. Beauty is just one piece of the puzzle. There's so much more to a person than their physical appearance. Fifth, support creators, content that align with your values. Support creators who prioritize substance over appearance, who challenge the status quo, and who promote a more inclusive and representative view of the world. And finally, be an active participant, not a passive consumer. Use your voice, your vote, and your engagement to support the change you want to see. Be an agent of change. So if you've made it this far, here's a question for you. What do you value more in the digital age, appearances or substance? Drop a comment below. Let's start a conversation. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay intrigued.